Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies as we continue with Part 10, The Remaining Degrees, from the Higher Degrees Handbook by JSM Ward. Chapter 9, The Remaining Degrees. There still remains another Order of Christian Chivalry, and its outstanding feature is that it is the only order open to English Masons which avowedly sets out to give a Christian interpretation of the craft and royal arch. These degrees which constitute this order are A. The Knights of the Red Cross of Constantine, and B. The Knights of St. John and the Holy Sepulchre. Like the Knights Templar, this order has its headquarters at Mark Mason's Hall. The Knights of the Rose Cross of Constantine teaches us the well-known story of how Constantine came to be converted, but the lecture contains a most interesting reference to the Roman College of Architects, whom I personally regard as the direct ancestors of the quasimasonic Masons, from whom Freemasonry descends. I must admit, however, that I should require fairly strong evidence to convince me that Constantine himself was a member of one of the collegia. But in any case, this degree is merely a stepping stone to the really great degree of the Knights of St. John and the Holy Sepulchre. This degree appears to have consisted once of 3 degrees, and even now has at least 3 points in it, though these may be interpreted as corresponding to novice, esquire, and knight. These ceremonies are solemn, dramatic, and of deep mystical significance, but their most striking feature is an attempt to explain the craft and royal arch ceremonies in a Christian sense. While not prepared to admit that this is the only or even the original inner meaning of these degrees, I do consider that the interpretation given is of a most interesting and instructive nature. And if we realize that all through the Middle Ages Freemasonry was avowedly Christian and demanded of its members belief in the essential doctrines of the Christian Church, we shall see that this interpretation is deserving of very great respect, since those desirous of obtaining this interpretation can only do so by joining these degrees. No good purpose would be served in disclosing the points interpreted, beyond saying that the architect of the temple is identified with Christ, and the various incidents in the history of our hero are similarly interpreted in the light of the Christian story. The outstanding fact, however, is that here we are definitely told that our ceremonies have a secret inner meaning, and this is the only degree in English Freemasonry of which I am aware which does endeavor to give the meaning of the craft and arch. The degrees enumerated up to this point are all that can be called strictly Masonic, which are open to the average English Freemason. But there are several quasi-Masonic orders, or societies as they are usually called, which for all practical purposes are Masonic, since they require a Masonic qualification, and like other Masonic degrees, work a ritual with special secrets. These we will now consider. Quasi-Masonic degrees. The secret monitor which works under the Grand Conclave is one of the best known of these societies. Only Master Masons are admitted, and there are 2 degrees and a chair degree. Attached to it is the Order of the Scarlet Cord, which has no less than 7 degrees. The real object of the secret monitor is to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and enforce the principle that a brother should, whenever possible, help another brother. The conclaves often do possess more warmth than the average London lodge, but there is not much inner meaning in the ceremonies, and no very valuable lessons will be learnt from them. Of a quite different type, Societas Rosicruciana in Anglia. This, like the secret monitor, admits none but Master Masons, and its rulers are eminent members of the craft. There are 9 degrees, and the higher ones are said to be conferred only for merit. The order always has a lecture at each of its meetings on some abstruse subject. The Societas Rosicruciana, as it is affectionately called by its members, claims to have the same objects as the medieval Rosicrucians, and it seems probable that there is some historical connection. It is, however, not the only body which puts forth this claim, even in England, but these are in no sense Masonic. The Societas Rosicruciana is also linked with the illustrious Order of Light, which works only at Bradford at present, and with another order. It is not so much that these orders are under the control of the Societas Rosicruciana, as that the leading spirits in each are closely associated with the Societas Rosicruciana, and that the members of the order are derived only from that society. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.